It's official, the internet has completely lost its mind again, and of course, Selena Gomez is right at the center of it. You'd think that after the fairy tale wedding that had social media swooning, crying, and obsessing for weeks, things would finally calm down. But no, Selena just pulled another internet-stopping move, one that has fans terrified, confused, and absolutely glued to their screens. Just when everyone thought the story was over, she dropped a post that blew up the internet in seconds. No teaser, no announcement, just a series of hauntingly beautiful photos and one cryptic caption that has everyone asking the same question: what happened after the wedding? Fans didn't know whether to celebrate or panic. The comments section exploded, hashtags started trending, and TikTok turned into an emotional battlefield. People were replaying her Instagram story like detectives, zooming in on every detail, every shadow, every reflection, convinced there had to be a hidden clue in there somewhere. Her followers started analyzing her caption like it was a breakup message written in code. Was she okay? Was there trouble between her and Benny Blanco already? Or was Selena just being her usual poetic, mysterious self, dropping one cryptic line and letting the world go wild trying to decode it? It all started with a single post. No press release, no fancy teaser, just a carousel of breathtakingly intimate photos that felt straight out of a Vogue editorial. In one, Selena stood barefoot in a sun-drenched garden, her veil floating behind her like a dream. In another, she was laughing mid-dance with Benny, eyes sparkling. The kind of joy that feels so genuine you almost feel like you shouldn't be watching. But then came the photo that stopped everyone cold, the black and white candid, where she leaned her head against Benny's shoulder. Her wedding dress slightly crumpled, makeup perfectly imperfect, as if she'd just cried or maybe just lived through a moment so emotional words couldn't explain it. And then there was that caption: from writing my vows to leaving my wedding earlier than most people. That single sentence flipped the internet upside down. Fans started screenshotting, sharing, speculating. Within minutes, hashtag Selena Wedding Mystery was trending across X, Instagram, and TikTok. Influencers and fan pages began dissecting the possible meaning, trying to understand why Selena would leave her wedding early. Was there drama behind the scenes? Did something happen with Benny? Or was it just her being symbolic, maybe about personal growth or transformation? No one knew, and that's exactly why the internet couldn't stop talking about it. To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to remember the history. When Selena Gomez confirmed she was dating Benny Blanco, the reaction was explosive. The internet didn't just gossip, it erupted. Memes, jokes, think pieces. Everyone had something to say. Some fans were thrilled for her, seeing Benny as the real, down-to-earth guy she needed after so many public heartbreaks. Others couldn't believe that one of the most glamorous pop icons in the world had fallen for the quirky, messy-haired producer who seemed to care more about creativity than cameras. But here's the thing, it works. Somehow, against all odds, it really works. Benny isn't Hollywood perfect, but he's real. He's the kind of guy who would take off his designer jacket just to keep her shoes dry in the rain. He doesn't chase red carpets. He doesn't play the fame game. He just loves her. And that's something Selena's fans haven't seen in a long time. After years of headlines filled with heartbreak, self-healing, and reinvention, she finally looked like she'd found peace. The girl who once sang about pain was finally living in her own love song. But of course, the internet never lets anyone stay happy for long. Within hours of the wedding, the trolls emerged. One rumor even claimed that Lana Del Rey called Benny Bacteria, whether she actually said it or not. The gossip spread like wildfire. Meme pages ran with it. Tabloid accounts reposted it. And suddenly Benny's looks were once again the target of endless online jokes. His hair, his clothes, even his facial expressions, nothing was safe. And honestly, it was gross. The man is one of the most successful producers of his generation, with hits for Rihanna, Katy Perry, Ed Sheeran, and Justin Bieber, but somehow the internet chose to focus on his appearance instead of his talent. But Benny didn't care. He never does. He laughed at it, leaned into the jokes, and kept posting his weird, funny content. He's never tried to fit the Hollywood mold, and that's exactly why Selena loves him. While others are obsessed with image, he's busy living. That unbothered energy, it's magnetic, and it shows because Benny's Instagram started blowing up in ways no one expected. His latest post after the wedding hit over 10 million likes, even though he only has around 3.5 million followers. Do the math, that means more people liked his post than even follow him. That's the Selena effect. Selena's fanbase, the Selenators, are no joke. When they decide to support someone, they go all in. Likes, comments, fan art, edits, Benny practically inherited an entire fandom overnight. The algorithm couldn't even keep up. His posts went viral. His videos started hitting explore pages. And suddenly, the man who used to share random photos of his meals was internet royalty. But because social media can't ever let anyone just be happy, an old clip of Benny resurfaced, the one where he's dancing in heels and kissing another man at what looked like a party. It went viral overnight, and armchair detectives started picking it apart. What year was it? Where was it filmed? Was it for a music video or just fun? Here's the truth. Benny has always been eccentric. That's part of his genius. He's expressive, creative, and fearless. So when fans started freaking out about that old video, others quickly reminded everyone that Benny's never been afraid to be himself. He pushes boundaries, not because he wants attention, but because he doesn't believe in limits. That's the same confidence that made him successful, and honestly, it's the same authenticity that drew Selena to him in the first place. But just when fans started settling down from the gossip storm, another topic entered the conversation: money. Financial experts began to point out that Selena Gomez's net worth had soared to a reported $1.3 billion, thanks to her rare beauty empire dominating the global market. Benny Blanco, while extremely successful, is worth around $50 million. And while that's an impressive number by any standard, it's still a massive difference. Suddenly, tabloids and analysts were writing think pieces about the wealth gap marriage. One financial advisor, Bobby Rebel, even weighed in, saying that no matter how much money you have, marriage ties financial decisions together, and with such a huge wealth difference, things like prenups and financial transparency become essential. But not because of distrust, because clarity keeps relationships strong. She made it clear that communication, not numbers, determines whether a marriage lasts. Still, let's be real, Benny Blanco isn't relying on Selena's fortune. He's made his own millions through pure creativity and hard work. Every track he's produced, every song he's written, that's his empire. He doesn't need her money, and she doesn't need his. That's what makes their relationship special. It's not built on dependence. It's built on choice, and that's what people keep forgetting. Benny might not be a billionaire, but he's not her plus one. He's her equal in energy, in love, in independence. Selena, who spent her life being scrutinized, seems to have found someone who doesn't want anything from her except her time and her laughter. He doesn't chase clout. He doesn't care about the spotlight. He just wants her to be happy. Experts like celebrity matchmaker Sandra Myers even weighed in, saying that wealth only becomes an issue when couples stop communicating. And if there's one thing Selena Gomez has always been praised for, it's her emotional honesty. Whether in interviews, her music, or her public statements, she communicates with transparency and vulnerability. So the idea that money could tear them apart seems unlikely. They've both been through too much, seen too much of the world's noise to let that happen now. What fans love most about their relationship is how normal it feels. Despite their fame, despite the money, they act like two people who genuinely enjoy each other's company. They cook together, laugh at silly things, troll each other online. They look more like best friends who happen to be in love than like a celebrity power couple. And that's exactly why people can't stop watching them. Because for all the glitz, glamour, and gossip, they seem real. A few weeks after the wedding, Selena managed to dominate pop culture again without even trying. One cryptic caption, a handful of photos, and the internet spiraled into theories, headlines, and endless discussions. But maybe that's the magic of Selena Gomez. She knows how to give the world just enough to stay intrigued while still keeping her personal life her own. She's mastered the balance: open enough to connect, private enough to stay mysterious. And as for Benny Blanco, he might not be the love story anyone predicted, but he's clearly the one she chose. And when you look at them together, the laughter, the comfort, the way they seem to exist in their own little world, it's easy to see why. She's not chasing perfection anymore. She's chasing peace. Sure, experts can debate finances, trolls can mock his fashion choices, and fans can spin their theories about her mysterious caption. But at the end of the day, when you strip away the noise, you're left with something simple and real. A woman who finally found peace, and a man who makes her laugh. That's worth more than any brand deal, any chart-topping song, or even any billion-dollar beauty empire. Because maybe, just maybe, Selena Gomez isn't breaking down at all. Maybe she's breaking free. And if there's one thing we've learned about Selena, it's that whenever we think her story is over, she always has one more surprise waiting. So keep your notifications on, because when she drops her next post, the internet won't just react. It'll explode.